Hi Capricorn, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your mid-December through mid-January 2025 career tarot reading. And I decided to start doing the career readings mid to mid-month of the next month. And I think this will also help you be able to forecast what to look forward to in the next month with your career, your job, and your clients. Now, Capricorn, December, as we know, is a big month for you all. The sun will move into your sign later part of December, and that will be when we have the winter solstice. And then as we move into January, we have big energy as Mars, still in retrograde, moves back into Cancer. We will also have Sun entering Aquarius, a Cancer full moon, Mercury entering Capricorn. You will have a lot going on in your sign as it is your solar return time. So happy birthday to you all. Let's get right into it. I left all of the dates below for mid-December into mid-January. So you start off mid-December with the Four of Cups in the reverse, as well as the Temperance card, Sagittarius energy there. Second part of the month, which would be the end of December, we do have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Sun card, Leo energy. This could point to that Mars in Leo, Capricorn energy that we are all going through. You start off the month, but you start off 2025 with the Tower card in the reverse, Capricorn. That's some big energy there, as well as the World card in reverse. And the second week of lots going on, the beginning of January. Second week of January, you have the Eight of Wands in the reverse and the Nine of Cups. So nice to see that, as you had quite a bit of a interesting energy there. So let's go ahead and see what cards come out for you for the energy that you bring into December. Spirit, if you can send my Capricorns a card representing the energy that their career could have taken them in November and what they bring into December. And you have the Five of Cups in reverse. So the Five of Cups in general is a card of putting so much of your emotional energy into what is going wrong as opposed to the things that are going right in your life. And the Five of Cups in reverse could suggest that this has been a time where you have been trying to get out of that funk, trying to recognize that you do this, and you have been really making an effort, Capricorn, to stop doing this, to stop stressing over things that you cannot control, or just putting more emphasis on things that are going wrong, and trying to focus on the cups that are behind you that are still standing upright. So I would say to you, Capricorn, watch your thoughts as you move into December and into the new year. Make sure you are putting your thoughts into what you want and not the things that you cannot control, okay? Capricorn, I mean, you can tell that it's still Mercury retrograde because my words are everywhere. Spirit, can you send my Capricorns, and there it is, a card, oracle message, Two of Earth. Always nice to get a Earth card during a career reading, and it says, too much going on at once, the need to make a decision, consider a more playful approach. Now, I do think that for many of you all, a big decision could be coming for you this month. I do think many of you all have been so serious. That Five of Cups was showing it. So serious and so worried about your job, or possibly you've been looking for another job. Many of you all will have an opportunity this month and possibly into mid-January of putting out resumes, getting some interviews going, hearing back, having to make a decision on which ones to choose. This could be a very fruitful time for you. And I do think after Mercury retrograde post-shadow, January 2nd, much of this will get clearer, and I do think that you all will start having a little more fun in your life. So I do think that that's a big thing for you all, Capricorn, because you all are usually a very serious sign. So let's go and let's see what's happening for you mid-December. So mid-December, we have a Gemini full moon, and Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius ends on that same day of the 15th. During this time, you can see that Temperance card, that is that Sagittarian energy, and this Four of Cups in reverse could suggest that several of you have been having some decision to make, needing to balance possibly work versus your family life, or possibly you needing to rethink some conversations that had happened in the past. And I think this Gemini full moon and Sagittarius Mercury ending, or retrograde ending, is going to be these conversations that stemmed possibly from the springtime when we had Gemini season. But I also think that many of you all have been in these groups and conversations and you haven't been able to get a word in edgewise. You have been feeling like you haven't been able to have a good balance between what you want to do versus maybe the people at your work, or if you're looking for a job, maybe you don't feel like you have a good handle on what the job market is looking like. It just feels like somewhere here you all are trying to get a handle or get some balance, like this Temperance, on how to juggle your life. And I do think by time you get into December 19th, Venus in Aquarius trines Jupiter in Gemini. This is really good conversation, hopeful ideas, and people listening. So I do think that that's going to help you, Capricorn, the mid-month of December. Now, by the time we are ending 2024, you all have the Sun card and the Seven of Pentacles, both in reverse. When we get to the 21st, Capricorn, this is when the Sun enters your sign. Happy birthday for all my Capricorns. This time, though, is going to be interesting because the winter solstice is the shortest day of the year. Now, during this time, many of you all could be having these conversations with yourself on like, how long is this going to take? I've been at this job for this long. I still don't see, the returns that I thought I was going to get. Or you started your own business and you're like, why am I still not making a big profit? And with the Sun card in reverse, it does suggest that possibly that Mars in Leo energy, you are really just trying to get a handle on trying to move forward, but you feel like you're like taking, 2 steps forward, 4 steps back, that type of thing. I do think by the time you get to December 23rd, the Sun in your sign squares the North Node in Aries. So be careful. This could be heated tension with those in power. And so I do think that at the end of the year, make some new intentions, Capricorn, on what you all want to achieve, because by the time we get to the end of the month, we will have your new moon. Now, I will tell you around your new moon on December 30th, Chiron in Aries retrograde ends on the 29th. But look at this, that first week of January, or possibly that last week in December, this is you all's new moon. We also have Venus entering Pisces on the 2nd. Now, when I'm looking at the Tower and the World both in reverse, this is suggesting that you all have some cycle that has been needing to end, and you all just keep reliving it over and over again. So for example, if any of you all are at a job that you knew you needed to leave back in the summertime, you're just hanging on because of the money, or you're hanging on because you didn't want to have to be looking for a job at the holidays. There's something here where Spirit is like, it's time for you to go, or it's time for you to make a change, or it's time for you to level up. It's time for you to speak up. Whatever this cycle is, you all are in it, the beginning of 2025, and Spirit is asking you to stop reliving this cycle, or you're never going to get off the hamster wheel. That's what I just heard. Mercury leaves its retrograde shadow on January 2nd. So during this time could be some initiations of you stepping out, maybe doing less work, possibly starting now to look for a new job, possibly being more bold in your decisions. There's something here that needs to end, and Spirit is telling you, do not be afraid. You will be fine. And look, by the time you get to mid-January, you have that 9 of Cups, 8 of Wands in reverse. So possibly, even though there's a lot of work, maybe it's not too stressful, which is nice to see. And I do think that January 6th, once Mars retrogrades into Cancer, you could start having like a little more emotional feelings around like your motivation and like what you need to do. But once Mercury enters your sign, Capricorn, on January 8th, this is really good conversation around your goals, around the things that you want to get accomplished. And the North Node moves into Pisces, and south node into Virgo on January 11th. We have a Cancer full moon on the 13th, and then the sun enters Aquarius by January 19th. In that week, I would say between Mercury entering Capricorn and then Cancer full moon, you will have so many good things happening for you. And I do think that by time the sun enters Aquarius, many of you all are feeling like you're thinking outside of the box. Some type of wish possibly comes true, which is a huge change of scenery from you all with that Tower and the World in reverse. So this is really nice to see for you, Capricorn, that by time you are probably moving into February, some type of wishes are coming true. And I do think you all feel a lot better about your trajectory for the year. So nice to see this. Really glad that this is kind of ironing itself out by time you move into mid-January. So Capricorn, I hope this is helpful for you. Take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs. I hope you all have a great birthday, and make sure you're not stressing too much over the holidays. Take some time for yourself so that you can recharge, so that in 2025 you come back ready to tackle it, get your career the way that you want it, okay? All right, you all, I hope you all have a great holiday season, and I'll talk to you later.